Welcome to this course, Basic Functions in B-Series Cameras. In this course, you will learn the following contents: General Settings, Measurement Tools, Temperature Measurement Settings, Image Settings, Capture and Capture Settings, Local Albums Management. Course Review. The first part introduces general settings in B-Series cameras. A B-Series camera has a built-in LED supplement light. The LED light is not for thermal, it lightens the scene for the visual, for your eyes, and for recognition when you see captured images in later time. This is helpful in bad lighting conditions. Typical applications are pipes behind the ceiling where there is a narrow entrance, exposed water pipe out of the house, heating tubes under the floor. In bad lighting conditions, please follow the steps to turn on the LED light. Press power button to enter camera settings. Use up and down buttons to navigate up and down in the menu options. Select flashlight and press power button to turn on or off the LED light. Auto Power Off function is designed for saving power energy. There are 7 options: close 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, and 60 minutes. When it is closed, the camera will not power off until the battery is dead. Alternatively, you can hold the power button for a few seconds to shut down the camera. When a time is selected, 10 minutes as an example, if you haven't pressed any buttons or pulled the trigger for 10 minutes, the camera would power off at 10 minutes. This is a universal rule for non-touch screen cameras. The B-Series camera is this type of camera. Let's see how to switch among the 7 options. The first step is to enter camera settings. In camera settings, please select More Settings and press power button to enter the submenu. Then, select Auto Power Off and press power button to switch among the 7 options. The selected option takes effect immediately. You don't have to confirm the selection by anything. Time and date are more or less important in an electronic device. They are symbols showing when images or videos are captured. They would appear in file's name. A simple example is like this. The numbers in the middle are year, month, date, and are minute, second in a day. The steps to set up the time and date are as following. Enter More Settings and select Time and Date. Press the power button to enter the submenu. Select 12-hour and press the power button to switch between formats 12-hour and 24-hour. Select time or date. Press the power button to individually edit the numbers by the up and down buttons. Press the power button to select the next bit. Press the return button to confirm the selection and leave it. The time and date in camera may lag for some reason. 2 typical cases are the following 2. Case number 1. A new device. Case number 2. Left unused for several months. The battery responsible for the system clock may die. For this reason, we suggest monthly charge the camera. Several tips to recover the button cell. The first, charge the camera with a supplied USB-C to USB-A cable. The type of cable USB-C to USB-C cannot charge the camera because it's not recognized by the camera. The second, please keep the camera alive and charging for 10 hours. Charging camera can charge the button cell and then keep the cell alive. Temperature unit is a preferable option. Celsius degree is set by default. Some people prefer Fahrenheit and Kelvin. The unit is switchable in this way. Enter More Settings and select Unit. Press the power button to switch among the 3 options. It would take effect immediately. In Part 2, temperature measurement tools will be introduced. There are 3 regular measurement spot tools: hot, cold, and center. The hot spot tool displays in red. Its position can change with the detected maximum temperature in the entire image. The highest temperature displays with MX in the upper left corner. The displayed temperature and the spot tool would present on captured images. If you don't need them, just toggle off in the menu. Similarly, the cold spot tool displays in blue. Its position can change with the detected minimum temperature in the entire image. The coldest temperature displays with MIN. The center spot tool makes the thermography camera work as thermometer. The white cross stays at the very center. If you want to measure somewhere in the view, just align the center with the object. Then you can read the measured temperature displayed with CN. For the 3 regular spot measurement tools, the following steps can turn them on or off. In camera settings, select measurement and press the power button to enter the submenu. Select hot, cold, or center and press the power button to turn on or off the selected measurement tool. A user-defined spot is in a similar case, while the user needs to define the tool's position. User-defined measurement tools are mostly available. Quantity of this tool varies with series and models. For B-series cameras, 3 user-defined spots are available. When user-defined spot 1 is toggled on, P1 displays as the squared spot and stays in the image. The measured temperature in P1 shows up on the upper left corner. The steps to set up a user-defined spot tool are as following. Firstly, use up or down buttons to navigate up or down among the measurement spot options. Secondly, select a user-defined spot, such as spot number 1, and press the power button to enter the interface for position adjustment. In the interface, you can place the user-defined spot and define the position. Thirdly, use the For buttons as navigation buttons for position adjustment. Especially, the power button is for left and the return button is for right. They are placed in the camera's front panel in that way. Fourthly, pull the trigger to confirm the position and leave the interface. This is a compromise for non-touchscreen cameras. Please be noted, holding the navigation buttons cannot keep the position moving ahead. Instead, holding the power button can shut down the camera. It is similar to set up the other 2 user-defined spots. In Part 3, we will talk about temperature measurement settings. The first one is emissivity. The cup stays on the desk for a while. 2 tapes on the cup should be in same temperature, but why do they show in different colors in the thermal image? After learning another HMTT basic course, you would know both material and its surface roughness decide emissivity. As we introduced in HMTT basic thermography camera fundamentals, emissivity is the capacity of a surface to emit heat. Viewing angle can also affect emission versus reflection. For the case of 2 tapes on the cup, tape materials are different. Users can check common material emissivity values in the camera user manual or search on the internet. For setting up emissivity in a B-series camera, the steps are below. In camera settings, select emissivity and press the power button to enter the submenu. Select one material and press the power button to confirm. Only one of the materials can be selected. The blue button means the using emissivity in the camera. The following steps introduce how to use a custom emissivity, and this is optional. Firstly, select emissivity. This option is in yellow frame in this slide. Secondly, press the up button or down button to change the value, and then press the return button to confirm and leave. Lastly, select Custom to let the custom emissivity take effect. Now, you can see 0.97 as the using emissivity in the live image. Now it comes to distance. As a common sense, the nearer the object, the more accurate the measurement. It can be explained in this way. An object at a near distance has less atmospheric disturbance and occupies more area in the thermal detector. The thermography camera needs to know how far it is from the object. Then it can reduce the impacts and compensate the disturbance. For accurate measurement, the available parameter distance should be adjusted to the actual distance between camera and a target. After the adjustment, the measured hotspot increased from 39.9 Celsius degrees to 40.4 Celsius degrees. See. There is a difference, while it is not a big one. Several meters long is usually okay for measurement. This is about quantitative inspection. The thermography camera is used to measure temperature with correct parameters. Another case is qualitative inspection, which matters in most scenarios, such as building, windows, pipes, etc. These scenarios need good images. Thermal images can tell defective areas that naked eyes cannot see. Let's see how to change the distance parameter. In camera settings, select distance and press the power button to edit. Press the up button or down button to change the value, and press the return button to confirm and leave. Please be noted, the changeable parameter distance is only for temperature measurement. Image effects such as sharpness do not change with the distance settings. Minimum focus distance is a critical parameter in product design and restricted by the design lens. This parameter is available in product datasheets. If the actual distance between target and camera were less than the minimum focus distance, then the camera would give a blurred image because it is out of focus. Let's see B20 as an example. When the distance is shorter than 0.3 meters or 0.98 feet, the image is totally blurred. When the distance is at 0.3 meters or longer than 0.3 meters, the image is good. A thermography camera has many image settings. We briefly introduce the features and their settings in Part 4. Mostly, they are for bispectrum cameras that have thermal and visual lenses. For a bispectrum B-series camera such as B20, it has for image modes, thermal, visual, fusion, and PIP. In fusion mode, object outlines in the visual image are overlaid on the thermal image. PIP is short for picture-in-picture. In PIP mode, fusion image is overlaid on the visual image. For a single-lens B-series camera such as B21L, it has thermal only and no image mode settings available. Several steps to set up image modes. In camera settings, select image settings and press the power button to enter the sub-menu. Press the up button or down button to select image mode and press the power button to enter. Press the up button or down button to change the mode and press the power button to confirm. The blue dotted button means a using image mode set in the camera. Fusion image mode displays a special image effect. The object outlines are overlaid on the thermal image. Both thermal and visual lenses work in this mode. Caution: the outlines may not perfectly overlaid with the thermal distribution because the two lenses are at different positions. The camera needs to know how far the object is from the two lenses. This is similar to the distance parameter for temperature measurement. As a separate concept, the parameter name in camera is called parallax correction. Knowing parallax correction, the camera can align the fusion image effect around at a given distance. PIP image mode displays fusion image overlaid on the visual image. Several tips in this image mode. Object outlines are also overlaid within the PIP frame. It's not thermal. Instead, it's fusion. Therefore, parallax correction is also effective in PIP mode. Considering the non-touch screen is small, there is no option to adjust the position or size of the PIP frame. A bispectrum camera can save a visual image when capture a radiometric image. A radiometric image contains a temperature matrix and radiometric levels on every detector pixel for post-analysis. The format can be in any one of the image modes. Saving visual image is an option to save the full-size visual image in a separate file. In Image Settings, select Save Visual Image and press the power button to toggle on the function saving the additional visual image. Super IR is an image feature to demonstrate images with more sharpness. This is provided by the camera built-in algorithm. Generally, when Super IR is turned on, two enhancements are there. The resolutions are higher, no less than by 2 times the detector resolutions. Image noise is dramatically reduced. That makes smooth outlines and clear image. Note, please. Super IR is based on a single frame. That means no movement requirement. When Super IR is turned on in B-Series camera, both live and captured images are enhanced with the built-in image algorithm. There are 2 samples captured by B20. The left sample shows the effect when Super IR is on, the right one shows when Super IR is off. In Camera Settings, select Super IR. Press the power button to turn on or off the Super IR function. Thermal cameras detect and display in grayscale. Usually, the brighter the hotter. A palette option maps the grayscale in a regulated color legend. The color legend is usually called temperature scale. In a B-Series camera, there are 6 palettes available. Their contrasts are different, which is good for scenes and users' preferences. Be careful, the Fusion palette is an option in palettes. The Fusion palette has high contrast between hot target and the background, but object outlines in Fusion palette are not as obvious as that in the Fusion image mode. In Camera Settings, select Palettes and press Power button to enter. Press the Up button or the Down button to change the palette option, and press Power button to confirm. Only one palette's option can be used at a time. The blue dotted button means the using palette. Changing palettes is an effective way to increase or decrease the image contrast. Another way is to use the level and span function. Usually, failures or potential failures can easily appear in high contrast images comparing with the low contrast. The name level and span is a combination of two understandable concepts. Level represents the overall grayscale level of an image. The hotter, the higher. Span represents the temperature range of an image. Span is a result of simple calculation with the temperature scale. It equals to the upper limit minus the lower limit. Let's take this image as an example. 34.0 minus 25.8. The result is a dot to Celsius degrees. Please be noted. The area hotter than the upper limit is shown in white. The area colder than lower limit is shown in black. The legend colors are determined by the using palette. All the colors are allocated within the range. The narrower span, the higher contrast. In the temperature range, the higher contrast, the clearer thermal distribution. Auto and manual are available in B-Series cameras. Auto is by default after camera reboot. Manual is for advanced applications. When manual level and span is used by accident, rebooting the camera can recover camera's image effect. In captured images, information overlays by default. For B-Series cameras, the following information overlays can keep and remove. The first type is measured temperatures. Typically, that includes temperatures measured at the center, the maximum, the minimum, and user-defined spots. Brand logo. When it is on, the logo locates at the corner and the time moves up a bit. See the difference in the pictures. In Camera Settings, select More Settings and press the Power button to enter. Press the Up button or the Down button to select brand logo. Press the Power button to turn on or off the logo. Toggle off to remove the logo from display. It takes a short while after coming back to the live image. In Part 5, we will introduce capture operations and capture settings. Capture radiometric image. To capture images, the general steps are in below. Scan objects during inspection and find potential anomalies. Adjust image modes to thermal to see thermal distribution on the objects. Turn on Super IR to see clear image and select highlights to have a proper contrast. Usually, the auto level and span would be enough for good image effects. Then, pull the trigger to capture a radiometric image. This type of image is capable of ray analysis. Macro lens. For applications like PCB design and quality inspections on assemblies, thermal distribution may be unbalanced for short circuit and other failure causes. Electronic components are usually small. Users have to put the camera close to a PCB. While that leads a problem, we introduced a concept minimum focus distance in part number 3, measurement settings. The actual distance cannot be too close. Otherwise, the image would blur. For this reason, a clip-on macro lens is released to observe and measure tiny objects as small as 500 microns. The macro lens should be mounted in a B-series camera and work together at 30 mm away from the target. Macro mode and camera settings should be turned on. Later, we'll see the default settings in this mode. In camera settings, select More Settings and press the power button to enter. Press the up button or down button to select macro mode. Press the power button to toggle on the mode. If a special square symbol appears in status icons on the upper right corner, the macro mode has been turned on. Let's see the default settings in macro mode. There is a summary in the table. When the macro mode is toggled on, the emissivity changes to 0.91. This value is the PCB's emissivity. Users can change it in the settings if they want to measure other materials. The distance is not configurable and to hyphens displays in the image, but the camera would calculate temperature with 30 mm. The camera keeps the measurement range from -20°C to 150°C, though the measurement range doesn't show up in the settings. The image mode keeps thermal, whatever the camera is bispectrum or not. When macro mode is on, the default settings take effect. The previous settings are remembered by the camera. When macro mode is off, the settings rolls back to the previous ones. Be careful, distance doesn't show up in settings, but the measurement uses 30 mm as the distance. As a result, the reading temperature may be out of error tolerance when the camera is placed longer than 30 mm away from the target. When the macro lens is mounted and the actual distance is correct, temperature measurement accuracy are described slightly differently into ranges. ±3 °C or 5 for Fahrenheit degrees in the range from -20 to 100 degrees, or minus for Fahrenheit degrees to 212 Fahrenheit degrees. ±3% in the range from 100 degrees to 150 degrees, or 212 Fahrenheit degrees to 300 Fahrenheit degrees. In Part 6, we will introduce local albums management and B-series cameras. Album is a place for saving captured files. B-series cameras support capturing radiometric images and visual images. It has an onboard memory and no slot for a removable SD card. The captured images are saved on board. In camera settings, select Albums and press Power button to enter. Find the pinned folder and press the Power button to enter the folder. Please be noted, in a B-series camera, one folder is supported only. A JPG file without VIS is the radiometric image that is capable of ray analysis. A JPG file with VIS is the full-size visual image. The field of view is bigger than radiometric images. Check saved files. The saved images are in local albums. There isn't a video file because B-series cameras don't support recording video. In the album folder, press the up button or down button to browse the saved file list. Select a file and press the power button to check the file. Press the up button or down button to flip images between the previous and next images. Press the return button to return to the list. The numbers on the upper right corner are the current file serial number and the total. The picture in the middle shows the first file is selected and there are 54 files in total. When viewing a file, pressing the power button can enter the deleting interface. If you press by accident and want to keep the file, you can try any one of the two methods. The first one is to press the return button to return to viewing interface. The second is to press the up button or down button to select cancel. Then it also returns to the viewing interface. If you confirm to delete the file, just select OK and press the power button. The file would be deleted from the onboard memory. In the last past, let's review what we have introduced in this course. In part number 1, we've introduced general settings, including supplement light, auto power off, time and date, temperature unit. Usually, a user needs to set up the camera on the arrival. In part number 2, measurement tools are introduced. There are 3 regular measurement spot tools. They are hot, cold, and center. B-series cameras support up to 3 user-defined measurement spots. In part number 3, emissivity and distance are emphasized. They are 2 important parameters for temperature measurement. Minimum focus distance was mentioned, by the way. This concept was brought up again in part number 5 when introducing macro lens. In part number 4, many types of image settings are introduced. Image modes, palettes, level, and span can increase or decrease image contrast. Some display information, such as measured temperature and the brand logo, can overlay or remove from the radiometric image. In part number 5, we've introduced capture and its settings. B-series cameras support capture images only. For special applications such as PCB quality inspection, a macro lens can be mounted for observation and measurement at a near distance, 30 mm. Macro mode settings in the camera should be turned on so that the measured temperature can be correct. In part number 6, we've introduced the place for saving captured images and how to view and delete images in the camera. Thank you for your time with us. Taking the chance you know a lot today, please go to start the quiz and earn your credits.